to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Leading the Dolphins sideline, head coach Mike McDaniel. His guys a confident 4-2, a third of the way into this season. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His guys coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Heward. It's going to be Tyler Luke to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss, first play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Back to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort.
Let's go.
They send Hill right. They go play action on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Partner tested the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Achane, a first down carry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Ravens 16-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Look, Ravens get him. Down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. Now it's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
A loss of 5 yards.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season. Make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Second and yard at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Oh, he put everything. This is caught inside the 15. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
It's a design boot. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
First down, Miami.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. This one from an even 40 yards out. Smith able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
That's good. Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Lamar. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jackson now on third. This is hauled in by Harris. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
It's Henderson on the give. Gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Lohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Sticking with Henderson. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on third down now. Gain is to the 27.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he won't get back to the line, Bronk. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards.
They go play fake with Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Lamar. Setting up the screen with Henderson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He's got to figure out this third down here.
I'll pick up a 13 on the play. It's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the in route. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
Brings up 4th down.
Jackson yet again. They connect for the first. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 14, Dolphins 10. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. It's Achane, the inside give. And he's brought down as the drive starts out the 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds his back. Achane breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Keeps himself upright. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
On 1st down, they'll run. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense came at the perfect time.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. It's only 2 minutes to go in our 1st half. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
First down. A gain of 5. 1st down, Dolphins.
Achane running right.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here's the backup. 1st throw. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be second down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. From 37 yards in the right half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to... And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Has it at the 11. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Lamar off the play fake. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Along the right sideline, there's space. He's at the 30, the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins make it 17-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He'll take this at the 10. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And it's an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and...
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Yard gain on the play.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They give now to Henderson. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a third-quarter lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So they wanted to take another look, and that turned out to be a good decision. The call on the field overturned. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Now here's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a third-quarter lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They go play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 17.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's a big strike to him. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule. Makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down carry for H.A. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Tua to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And 4th and 4 coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Back to throw it. Waddle makes the catch. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Smith tacks on the point after. And the Dolphins bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Ravens and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. He gives now to Henderson. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard.
Here's Henderson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Lamar out of the pistol. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They go with Henderson here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. Chased out to his right. That one connects. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 24.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
2 now from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Gain of 26 yards there. And it's going to be first down Miami. There's a chance. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He's going to run for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
The Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Blitz coming, Tua. Taken in by Hill, right side. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now trailed by just a point in the fourth. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. A run here with Henderson. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And this is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Now here he goes. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. In a good spot here, second and inches.
It's second and inches. At the 40-yard line.
It's Henderson on the gear. And they bring him down around the 34. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard.
Sticking with Henderson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Short pass brought in. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Brings up third and 2.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. He's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 4th-quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting at the 10. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Still time to go, Brock, but their touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. 1st down. Here's Tua. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Wiley holds it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Dolphins losing by 7. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 32. They're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. This is Henderson. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. It is caught left side. That's a 1st down for the Ravens, partner. That should all but do it here. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Don't worry.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And off headed left. Henderson has some room to work. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens go up by 2 scores. 13 points in the 4th. Luke tacks down the extra point. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Ravens 45. Dolphins 31. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 9. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Connects with Riley. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left and that clock winding down. Tagovailoa. He's got a man left. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tagovailoa on first down. Next on the crosser. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. From the red zone on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa again. He brings it in. And he stops. Give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a first and goal. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa drops back. Needs an open man.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Plowing up the middle. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.